Welcome back, guys. Today we are going to be talking about AMP, a coin that you can use as collateral for different services. But before we talk about AMP, let's roll an intro and I'll see you guys on over in the cryptoverse. Welcome to the cryptoverse, guys. So as you can see, today we are talking about AMP. AMP is ranked 28 on CMC. Their market cap is a total of 3 billion and it's currently sitting at 8 cents. AMP actually just had a very good run of about 300% or so. May something to, I'll tell you guys once we get to that part. But the volume is down 38% at about 163 million. So let's go ahead and hop on over to this news article that I found. So this newcomer has rallied 361% as Bitcoin moves sideways, and they are talking about AMP. The price of collateral as a service token AMP has jumped from 2 cents on May 23rd to a high of 12 cents on Wednesday, which was a 361% gain. So that is actually pretty good, as Bitcoin was moving sideways also. So that is actually pretty good. Like I just said, pretty good. Over the same period, the price of Bitcoin ranged between 32,000 and 41,000. AMP aims to guarantee the exchange of any form of value, including property sales, digital payment, fiat currency exchange, and loan distributions. The collateralization of asset transfers is done by staking AMP. So basically, people stake their AMP, and people go to make an exchange, and say your transaction fails or is unsuccessful, AMP will liquidate their staking to complete the payment. So that's pretty cool. One of AMP's best known real world uses is in acting as collateral for payments conducted via the crypto payment system Flexa network. So they use the Flexa network to conduct these payments. In that event that a payment delays or is unsuccessful, the AMP stake can be liquidated to complete the payment. It thus adds a new extra layer of security for counterparties involved in a transaction. So basically, like I just said, if your transaction is unsuccessful or doesn't complete for some reason, AMP will liquidate their stake, some of their staked coins to complete that transaction, which is actually pretty great. So let's hop on over into what AMP is. So basically, AMP, you stake. AMP is an extensible platform for collateralizing asset transfers. By staking AMP, any form of value exchange can be guaranteed. Digital payments, fiat currency exchange, loan distributions, property sales, and more. And SIN, once staked to a partition, AMP is ready to collateralize a transfer. With the use of collateral pools, AMP effectively decentralizes the risk of asset transfer, especially suitable for fraud-proof networks and real-world applications. This is great because there's a lot of fraud going around in this world, so something like this is great. Repeat, so basically stake, send, repeat, blah blah blah. The AMP smart contracts offer a variety of built-in incentive models, including micro distributions and continuous compounding. So basically something like what PancakeSwap does. They have their auto compound, they have the manual compound. Not sure to give you higher rates on the manual or auto like how PancakeSwap does, but this is also a great feature too. So let's go ahead and hop on over to the charts. So with AMP, it rallied pretty hard, like they said, from May to, if you look at this chart, it's literally straight up. So what I want to say here is I wouldn't be looking to get in just yet. Me personally, I wouldn't be looking to get in, because from this bottom, from where this rally started, the 50% is here at 6 cents. And I also think it may come even further, but 50% play a strong support, but it could stop here at 6 cents. This is probably when I would be looking to get in, me personally. But it also come down here because there's a lot of price cluster down here, or maybe even somewhere within this range here, between the 0.382 and 50% at 4 cents to 6 cents. But that is just what I would do, because basically your risk to reward, if you get in up here, your risks are so much higher if you were to buy in, here at prices where it is now at 8 cents. Your risk to reward is a lot, greater than down here. If you bought somewhere down here, 154%. If you buy in now, if it goes back up there, you only get 50%. And if it continues to pull on you, right? If you were to get in now, and it comes down to here, you could lose 50%. Rather than you getting in here and, you know, you can still lose 50%, but your reward is a lot greater than if you were to get in up here, you know. So that's what I want to say for that. But I did some more time frames. I love my time frames to help me, you know, like I said in my last video, helps me get a grasp on how long these things could take. So this first move here took 186 days, and that did a whopping 1,500%. Then it took a total of 59 days for us to bottom from that. And then we broke out here. See if I can zoom in on that a little bit, you know. Hope you guys see. So here's the top for us to break. We broke that top. And then took another 59 days, or 96 days, excuse me, for us to make another top. 13 days to bottom from that top, and then 32 days sideways. So if we follow this, let's see, I like to use this tool too. Where is it? The fib time zone. Take from the bottom to the top. So now all these zones here are 186 days. It's 59 days to hit this bottom, 96 days to top. So, and then 13 days to bottom. So as you see, as the market starts to move, things start to happen a lot faster. So you have to stay on top of it. So 13 days to bottom. And then it took 32 days. Well, necessarily not 32 days, but this whole move here was 32 days, and it extended into the next 186 days. But we broke these tops at 19 days. So here we broke these tops here 19 days, and then we extended into the next 186 days. So this move took 32 days. And in here we ended up getting from this bottom here, took 34 days to get to the next top. So as you see, the first one took a total of 96 days, and then this one took 34 days, which is almost less than half of this, maybe even a little bit more. And then as you see, this down took 13 days, this one took 15, and then we took 17 days to break these tops again. Like back here, it took 19 days to break these tops, 13 days to bottom, 15 days to bottom, 17 days to break the tops, 19 days to break the tops. So we took 2 extra days to bottom, but we took 3 extra days to break the tops. And in here, we took 10 extra days to make another top, and we took 34 days to hit this top. So 24 days and 34 days for this top. So what I'm thinking is, if we throw our Fibonacci on here, just to, you know, try and grasp an idea on what we could be seeing. So, no, not that one first, not that one first. So these moves here, so this move back here retraced off of the 50% level. I guess you could say 50% because, you know, we wicked down, but we basically sat on here. So yeah, we basically sat there. So I don't think I have that one on. Where is it? Here. Yeah, it looks like we wicked a little bit below, so maybe about the halfway point between these two. We sat there for a while, and we came back, and then we got this massive large wick down to the 50%. And as you can see, the 50% rejected this move very, very hard on increasing volume. So that could be a go signal too, that the market's getting ready to move. So that's why I say you got to pay attention when you get this very large candle, touched 50%, the 50% literally rejected it very, very hard. So that's a signal that, for me, that's a signal that I should be getting in here if I'm not already in. That's a signal for me, just so you guys know, not financial advice. Just telling you guys what I would do. And then, so we basically sat between that 70.7 and the 61.8, and then we went to the 50%. Here, we were basically holding 50%, came down, got a large wick, down to here below the 38.2 or 0.382, sat in between here, and then we took off. And like I said, it took us 17 days to break the tops. And then look for the signals. Here's another signal here that high volume, or not necessarily high volume, but we get a high close, you know, on increasing volume though. That's the thing. We get a high close on increasing volume, which can be a sign for me during my back testing. When I see high volume with high closes, it potentially can be a sign. And then here, when we started to increase, or the market starts to go up, the volume's increasing on our up days. And then as you see here, we get these down bars. But look at the volume. Volume is poo compared to these days on these up days. So when I see volume that's dropping off when we're going up on like test bars, if the volume is low, it tells me that the probability of us continuing down is lower than if we had increasing volume on these down bars. And as you see, we got another up bar with increased volume. And in here, we're peaking out, right? I wouldn't say peaking out, but this is our next top. Volume's still high. Volume's starting to drop off on these downs, but we still need more data to see what's going on. But that's why I have these 13 to 15 days to give me a time of what I could be looking for. So you always want to just be paying attention, but 13 to 15 days could be a time where we start to move again. But like I said, when the market starts to move, things start to happen faster. So this can be cut in half to maybe even 7 days, maybe even 7.5 of 15, maybe even 6 days. So if it was to happen faster, you just pay attention, be on top of it. We bottom within 7 days maybe, or these same days, and look for the breakout of the tops if you trade like that or invest like that. When you buy the tops, for a more conservative entry, or if you buy these bottoms and stuff. But I'm more of a conservative buyer, so I wait for like tops to be broken and then I buy in. But yeah, that's basically all I have for AMP. AMP went on a massive rally even though Bitcoin was going sideways. AMP sounds like it's a very good project. Well, always do your own research though. Don't, invest because I or someone else said to get in or whatever. Just always do your own research so that you're not going in here blind and, getting upset when you start to lose money and all that good stuff. But with that said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. My Twitter link will be in the description below. Also, my Discord link will be down there also. Also, if you guys want to, go check out my website. There's not much on there yet, but we are coming up with some ideas to add new things on there. But for now, we just have basic things on there, like top coins that I pick, my YouTube and all that good stuff. But yeah, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video and hope to see you guys in the next one. Cryptoverse out of here.